Here we go then. Day 13 of Vlogmas, and parts have started to arrive. Now, if you've been watching the whole series I'm doing around Vlogmas, you'll have seen a couple of videos from a couple of days ago where I was putting a parts list together for stuff that I needed for the cars and a couple of other bits and pieces that I wanted as well. Well, the parts have now started to arrive, as you've just seen. I've got the first one here. I have had a notification saying that the majority of the parts that are coming from the USA will be here later on tonight. I think somewhere between 6 and 8, I think they are about to get delivered, because it's quite a large box that's coming, or a couple of large boxes that are coming. So I'm getting those later on tonight. But for now, though, the first box to arrive is this one. Now, it's quite big, it's quite flat, and the reason for that is it's only got 3 things in it, and 3 dirt cheap things as well. So we'll get this open and have a quick look at them. And there they are. Now, it looks like a bit of a cross brace on camera there at the moment. What it actually is 3 extra long masonry drill bits. There they are. Now, they come in 3 different sizes because, in all honesty, I wasn't sure which size I was going to need. But the reason I've got those, and they were dirt cheap, believe me. Now, the reason I've got them is, if you've watched any of the other videos on the channel with regards to the repairs I had to do to the garage roof when the roof blew off in one of the storms. Now that the roof's done and back on, it's a problem with the door. It's not so much a problem with the door itself. What it actually is a problem with the door hinges. Now, it's an old style up and over door, meaning that all it has is 2 supports go down either side of the garage roof, and then some little axle things with wheels on that sit in that at the top of the garage door to slide across on that. And then there's a pair of springs, or there's supposed to be a pair of springs that are actually missing. I think I've got them somewhere, but they're missing at the minute. But there's a pair of springs at the bottom that supports the door when you're lifting the door up. Now, the way that it was connected, it was attached, believe it or not, because obviously in the videos as I was explaining, I didn't actually build the garage, it was here when I got the house. But the way the garage was put together, when the previous owner, or the person that built the garage, put it all together, the runner down this side of the garage, so that would be the right-hand side of the garage, as you're in the garage looking at the door, he attached this runner on the right-hand side to one of the joists, just with a few nails. It's ridiculous. And at the front of the garage, where the wall is, he'd used, I think they were just like big, long self-tappers straight into breeze block. It held for so many years, and I don't know how it managed to hold for so many years, but the issue now is that when I had to replace the joist, or part of the joist that that runner was attached to, obviously I had to take that down. So when I took it down off the joist, I was going to support it, but before I got the chance to support it, it actually fell off the wall at the front of the garage. And with it being breeze block and the holes have been mangled with them putting big self-tappers in there. So what I'm going to do now is, I bought those cheap drills in order to drill a hole all the way through from the inside of the garage to the outside, and I'm just going to put some threaded bar through, brace it up on the outside, brace it on the inside, and clamp it together with threaded bar in order to hold that support onto the garage. That should work in theory. I hope it works. I mean, eventually I'll replace the garage door anyway, and I'll get a bigger one, or an electric one or something like that. But for now, it's all I've got, and I'm working with what I've got. So hopefully that's going to solve the problem, and that's going to work well for me for the foreseeable future. And of course, you will see that on the channel when I start using the drill bit to get through the wall. You will see that happening on the channel. Now, the drill bits themselves, as you saw, there's 3 of them. The 3 of them cost us, I think it was about £5.50 from the Bay Fleas. So I think it's about £5.50 that cost us. So they're not going to be the best quality. They're not going to last forever. But in fairness, all I really need is one of them to drill 2 holes, and then I don't need them any longer, which is why I didn't want to spend an awful lot of money. Now, I could have spent 40, 50, 60 quid, maybe more, and getting a quality professional masonry drill bit that would have gone straight through, but I didn't need to spend that amount of money. I didn't want to spend that amount of money, and I don't need a masonry drill that size that I'm probably never going to use again. And for what I want this one for, or one of these ones for, it's going to be ideal. And who knows, if there's more holes to drill through the breeze blocks, if these work for breeze blocks, because it's quite soft stuff anyway, they'll be absolutely perfect for what I want. So I'm hoping that me just over a £5 for those 3 drill bits will actually solve the problem that I've been having. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, the battery for the Cortina that I put on charge in yesterday's video, that is now fully charged, ready to go back in the car. So I'm going to check the batteries off the rest of the cars and get them all up to date and get them all fully charged, ready to get out there and start trying to get the cars running again when we get round to that, once Vlogmas is over. Now, if you want to see the rest of the parts that I bought, consider subscribing to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll get all the notifications from YouTube that I've put another video up, and you'll be able to say exactly which parts I've got. If you've enjoyed this video all the way through this one, don't forget to caress the like button on the way out, and I'll see you 7 PM tomorrow night for the next Vlogmas. Bye for now.